come the number 2 Gonzaga men's basketball lost to Texas last night? 93-74 is the exact score. I'm going to go over how come that happened, besides getting outscored in the game in the first and second halves, because that would be lazy of me to do that. Lazy. First of all, they made 25 shots out of 51 from the field, 49%. 9 for 19 on threes, 47.4%. 15 for 21 on free throws. They had 35 rebounds in the game as a whole, but 10 assists. That's not a lot of assists. 3 steals, 3 blocks, but 20 turnovers and 15 fouls. Well, Texas shot better from the field, but not better from 3 and better in free throws as well. I mean, 34 for 66 from the field, 51.5%, not 13 for 33 on threes. So they made more threes on more attempts than Gonzaga did. 12 for 16 on free throws. They had 31 rebounds. They got out-rebounded in the game by 17 assists. They had more assists in the game. 8 steals. More steals than Gonzaga. 4 blocks in the game, which is more than Gonzaga. 10 turnovers in the game, which is half of Gonzaga. And 22 fouls. Yet they dealt with the foul trouble. So I could only imagine how many points scored off turnovers in this game here. So, once again, I'm going to have to say this. Gonzaga should have really lost to Michigan State. They should have. They only won by 1. And I moved them down from number 2 to number 3. And this further proves I should have moved them down more. I should have. Do we really need to overhype this team? I don't think so. In fact, we should lessen it. Lessen it. I mean, and guess who Gonzaga plays next? Number 4, Kentucky, who is also coming off of a loss. Whoever loses that game, out of the top 10. That's guaranteed. Of course, Texas has to be in the top 10. They have to be. No question. So, Gonzaga also has like a Phil Knight legacy, which I'm going to have to look in that bracket of who they play. Because I know there's like 2 different kinds on Phil Knight legacy. Because there's like certain 8 teams and a certain other 8 teams. Okay, no. Wait a minute. That's not the right one. So, look at this. Now I know who those other teams are. Now I know. First of all, they play Portland State. They do. Then they either play the winner of Purdue or West Virginia, depending on results. I would assume Gonzaga would win against Portland State. Sorry, Portland State. I'm not giving you a chance, but you never know. Upsets do happen. And the other teams on the other side of the bracket are like Xavier and Florida. And Duke and Oregon State. Of course, Duke is in the top 10, so there's only really 2 ranked teams. And you never know. And they're going to have to play 3 games in 4 days. It looks like. So, I just want to include that on them because it's not just like 2 games and then they're done. Now, as for Texas, they have to play the following team. I want to include the next 3 games or so because look, the only reason why I included more for Gonzaga is, like I said, it was a tournament over Thanksgiving week. As for Texas, they got Northern Arizona University. They should better not lose to them. And they got UTGRV. Yeah, I don't think they should lose that one. They should not lose the next. And then there's the Big East versus Big 12 Challenge against Creighton. Ooh, and they're a top 10 team currently right now. So they can't really let up in these next few games, or else they're gonna drop. Of course, the Creighton loss would make sense if they were to lose. I'm just saying that because it's Creighton and they're in the top 10. I mean, currently. So it wouldn't be like a bad loss by any means. And Creighton's not a slouch. Like I said, they're ranked. So yeah, that's the next 3 games for Texas. Right there. Anyways, I just want to break down why the Gonzaga men's basketball did lose to number 11 Texas pretty handily. Besides getting outscored in the first half and the second half, it clearly let down by the Gonzaga defense and too many turnovers. And you could tell all those numbers. Most of them were in favor of Texas. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get to 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year or sometime in the future.